Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach real well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, you guys may be saved, and hopefully through the grace of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you may be sealed. This is your brother Marco Warrior.
And your brother Dawaba.
From the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you another lesson, man. And this is just going to go into, man, these other nations, man, they they all looking at America, man, and they begin to despise America.
Hey, I got a scripture real quick, and I just want to touch on this scripture real quick. It says, Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's just going into what part of the brother is saying about, hey, these countries are slowly but surely discovering about truly what this country about what truly America, aka Babylon the Great, is about, man. And, hey, everyone's mourning, man. Hey, when you really think about it, the economy is crashing. You got these other countries that are part of this, that took a part of this economy and sit up here and does everything in the dollar. And now all of a sudden, here it is. You got a lot of these countries that are sitting up here. The dollar is messing up. It's messing up their flow. It's messing up their money. You sit up here and got a lot of countries that sit up here and took on some of the same system that America has. And guess what? It has caused nothing but problems, And a lot of these countries are angry now. And what it says, hey, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Who is the righteous? The Israelites. And that's coming soon. But it says when the wicked is authority, people mourn. Who's mourning? The whole world is mourning right now because of these goddamn Edomites, man. And they laws. And every goddamn thing that they do. They start wars. They start trouble. They always messing up the planet. They mess up the water. They mess up the earth. Everything's mourning. You got it.
And that's how we also know who's in rulership, too. Because everywhere they go, they love to talk about, we brung you this and that. But y'all, their economy be like when they leave stuff, their economies fail. They leave these other countries, all their economies start to diminish and start to fail, just like America. And that's like I said, this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who's doing all these things? Who's doing all these things? And it's not Jake. It's not us. It's not a dark skinned man doing this. No, man. It's it's a so-called white man. They doing all this everywhere they go. They do nothing but steal, kill, and destroy. I was gonna I'm gonna bring this out, and just a point that once America left the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and the thing is, looking into it, this is not just this hasn't just been this week. They saying they made all of these discoveries this week. No, they've been doing this test for the past 4 to 5 years. So it wasn't just America leaving. But the only reason it is, this information is just now coming out, like that they've been working on this, and it just shows you just another reason America's, man, trying to kill you, because they health system, everything that they built is against you, man. If they really wanted you to be healthy, if they really want us to be healthy, they would have stuff that's banned. They would have stuff that's banned in other countries, not here. Like red dye, they just banned red dye. High fructose corn syrup is still being served. Is still an ingredient in most things. They wouldn't be giving you pork. They wouldn't be putting pork in. What was it?
They putting pork in everything. If you go back, like I'm talking about maybe some decades ago, I don't know exactly when, you had doctors that was coming out with natural ways of healing and natural ways of getting rid of diseases. And they took that about. So they took all that away just to sit up here and give you medicines that don't do anything but cause addiction, have other problems, cause other problems to the body. Here it is. You can go, when you look at TV at night, it'll say, hey, it'll say a name of a medicine. And here it is. It might cure this, but it got 1,000 goddamn things that it could cause.
Yeah, it could cause a whole bunch of other this ailments. Yeah. They really got rid of holistic healing. Because through killing all those people, first obviously Dr. Sebi, which is he was a famous holistics doctor, or in practice the alkaline, but there's many other ones. Because I remember there was people talking about back then they had sunbeds in hospitals where people can lay in the sun, because the sun isn't, getting your vitamin D. That's a natural thing. Having the copper cups you know, because it's, you know, antimicrobial. All these things they took out of the hospital. What they just prescribed you? They just prescribing you these drugs and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
these serums.
And that's the thing, you know, and brothers talk about this quite often about the copper cups, quite often how we used to drink out of silver, even though silverware and stuff like that, because it has, those things have certain things in it that, components in it that are healthy for the body, that kills germs, that's microbial, that sit up here and helps the body. And guess what now? You drinking out of aluminum, you drinking out of plastic, you drinking out of all these other stuff that could cause a lot of problems.
Getting fluoride.
Getting fluoride. So this world right now is just truly fucked up. And when you go into the earth, is giving it to the hands of the wicked. And that Job, who's the wicked? And I'm just gonna bring out this part just to cover it. It says, this Malachi 1, and I'm just go straight to the point. Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Indignation. What's that indignation? A righteous anger. And who's the border of wickedness? It says Esau, Edom. Who's Esau, Edom? Well, if you look, you know the scriptures, you know it's the so-called white man. He's been given power. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. Who's Esau, Edom? The so-called white man. So people sit up here and want to sit up here and understand the world that we living in right now. You sitting up here seeing that these motherfuckers being, matter of fact, you seeing them being revealed. What is that? Second Thessalonians.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to, you can go ahead. You pulling it up?
It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 1. Well, I'm gonna start at 3.
3.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except there coming a falling away first. And the falling away was us falling out and forgetting who we were. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So yeah, this is being, who's the man of sin being revealed, man? Who's that red man?
Son of perdition, the son of destruction. And like he said before, that falling away, if you want to know, it's Jeremiah 17 and 4. You know, this is the only captivity where we didn't know we were Israelites. We've been called Negroes, colored, black, African Americans. We've been called everything under the goddamn sun. Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Native Americans, Indians. That's not who we are. We're Israelites. Go ahead.
Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God and that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Only one person is doing it. You don't see the Chinese, you know, putting they image on so-called JC. You don't see these the Indians doing that. You don't see, they the only people that did that. They the only people that show themselves like and put themselves to higher standard, like they got the higher IQ. They the only ones that put themselves to higher standard. Cause right now they talking about they got, you know, they be saying they got the best genes and they the superior race, all type of stuff. Nobody else is saying that. Only they the ones that think they're superior than everybody else. So that shows you who they is. Only they think that.
Yeah, they're the only ones that put their faces as a Lord and His only begotten Son. They're the only ones that put their faces on them and then call them JC or call them God. Or sit up here and call them, yeah, they the only ones that do that, man. Like he said, no other race has done that.
Except them. Except them. So that shows you. And you know, that it shows you who that man of sin is, man. And you know, what's up?
It's still some more than when you get through.
Oh, this is verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
And right now the Lord is letting this devil do what he do right now. Until you get to his time, to that whatever that minute, second, or whatever it is, until you get destroyed. You know? Until you get destroyed. Now go ahead.
It's verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And how is he getting consumed? The spirit of his mouth. This truth that's coming out with a man of the Lord speaking. Whether it be on the highways and byways, whether it be on the internet, whether it be on social platforms, he's getting destroyed. And what's that? The brightness of his coming. That's gonna be the nuclear missiles when they touch down on this place. You know, but he's getting revealed. He's getting revealed. Everyone's seeing this white motherfucker for who he really is. These so-called white people for what they really are. Well, definitely the so-called white man. He's an evil piece of shit.
Verse
He's
9.
a cancer of the damn world.
This verse 9. Whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And, going into that, workings of Satan, everybody seeing what's going on with that list and what they've been doing. Everybody, even, their own people has been speaking out against them, has been saying, man, they over here sacrificing children, all type, eating stuff. Those are the workings of Satan. Who else is doing that? Who else does that? Who else is doing all that?
All the signs and lying wonders, all these signs, all the stuff that they do, they create,
with their media.
Yeah, with their media, all the stuff that they do as far as creating, the MOTB. You got people out here who's going to sit up. They create these limbs that can be controlled. They create these chips where people can put in their mind and they control things. All these are signs and lying wonders. Lying wonders also go into all the stuff they do as far as their medicine. Everything that this damn wicked motherfucker touch is evil, and it's a lie. He don't do anything to help nobody. If he does do it, what it says in the Bible. If he do anything, if he do any good, it's by accident. It's not to do it. It's not to help no one. These damn devils. All this about greed and money and control. That's it. And that's all it's ever gonna be. And guess what? He about to be destroyed. It's just a matter of time before he get destroyed. Anything else you want to sit up here and add?
No, that's about it. Actually, no, I'm gonna end it with this Revelations. Because these other nations is seeing that too. Not just his own people, but these other nations is seeing that. That's why they don't want nothing to do with America. This is hold on. Yeah, this is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's gonna be the ultimate, that's gonna be the ultimate destruction of America, man. Because these other nations is seeing that America is full of shit and they full of lies, man. Because a lot of times when these other people, these other countries, they come here, they all come here, off of the American dream. But when they get here, they realize, man,
it's American nightmare.
It's a nightmare. It's not worth it. Even their own people, they love to talk shit like this the greatest country in the world, but most of the time they don't even be here. Yeah. You got the Paul brothers, saying like, man, you got the Paul brothers talking shit, about the Super Bowl and was, basically the halftime performance, and saying that they were saying that that's not American, which that is American. Well, that's a part of America. Now, if you talking about the United States, then that's different. But they are Americans. But y'all talking shit. But y'all live in Puerto Rico because why? Y'all want to avoid them taxes because y'all getting taxed by your own people. You getting taxed by them, so y'all move there to escape that.
Yeah, a lot of these people in this country understand, and they go, that fire is going to consume because of what? The Lord, not only is He coming with them chariots, but He coming with those missiles. Those missiles. Guess who's gonna fire those missiles? These other nations. They're gonna fire that what? America, aka Babylon the Great, man. That World War III and judgment is coming. These devils about to sit up here and pay dearly for what they've done to the earth, what they've done to everybody, man. To be quite honest, actually, there's one other scripture.
Cause y'all, you guys
Revelations 11 and 18.
This is Revelations 11 and 18, and it reads 1 second, and it reads. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the world, destroy the world.
The earth. There you go, man. Everyone, the earth hate these motherfuckers, man.
The animals hate them.
Everything hates the
air,
water, the air, the goddamn trees, the animals, everyone. All these nations hate these motherfuckers. If you go back and I forgot when a brother had asked Chat AI,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was they had these MIT students when they first was using AI. It was like in 2012 or 2013. These MIT students. They asked the AI, what's the best way to, to save the earth? And it said, kill all white people. It said,
get rid of all the white people. And then ever since then, they don't have that on there no more where you can't even look it up or something. But that's what it said. White people are cancer. They are cancer. Yes, they are. And it's time for them to go.
Even the monkey said that they saw the monkey sign language and they asked them, they said humanity destroyed the earth. Yeah. It even said that. So if the animals see it, if even a entity that's not even real, not a sentient, which is AI, from from the information it's given. So it was given information and it processed and examined it, and it's like it came to one conclusion.
Yep.
That shows you who the problem is.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
We got to get out of here, man. We need salvation, man.
So.
Yeah, you got anything else?
No, that was it for me.
And with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to hopeful elect. You guys may be saved, and hopefully through the grace of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you may be sealed. With that, we like to say stay prayed up. We almost up out of here. Shalom.